three types of being over all the universe. There are the devas above, who watch over us from their realms high in the heavens. There is the world around us, mostly inhabited by humans, as far as the creatures we're going to focus on. And then, of course, there are the Asuras, people of the underworld. And their shapes and sizes vary a bit. They tend to be kind of large. And Asuras don't necessarily care for humans, necessarily dislike them, but they're often in competition or in combat with the devas above. One such was an Asura who had decided he was going to work out his anger issues at Arlia on the earth. And he would go rampaging down the roads, assaulting travelers. He would run through villages, breaking things right and left, knocking people over, knocking over buildings. Well, one day, as he's going down the road, he sees a sage, a wise man, a holy man, seated along the road, a bowl beside him, collecting donations from other passers-by to support his mission, whatever that might be. And the Asura saw this and came up and he kicked the bowl down the road, scattering the people. And he laughed uproariously. Oh, you weak old man. The sage looked up to him and then stood. He said, if you are going to act like a mad elephant, you should look like one. And he cursed this Asura to have the head of an elephant in musk, in madness, red eyes, fluid trickling down them. Sharp tusks, scent, somewhat objectionable in the air. The sage went on his way, and while the Asura recovered from this transformation, he began to rage anew. Once again, rose to his feet and began charging through villages, right and left, knocking over buildings, crashing through markets, more or less being a fairly large nuisance of himself. Till one day he had gone through a small village, and he stopped to take a breath and realized he was hearing some peasants off in some thorn bushes. One peasant said to the other, he looks like Ganesh, the son of Shiva. And the other says, oh no, nothing like him. Ganesh is kind and wise and helps people. This creature is none of that. But he has the head of an elephant. Well, he is definitely a demon. So they named him Gajamakasura, the elephant-headed demon. And Gajamakasura heard them, and he roared in dismay and in and they went running and scurrying off behind the bushes. He lost track. But hearing that there was another being, the head of an elephant, who was being compared to him, he began to roar at the heavens, I will find you, Ganesh. I will find you and I will kill you. Because there should be only one like me. Knowing that Shiva and his family lived in Mount Kailasha in the Himalayas, he made his way that direction, making sure to sow destruction along the way. And his anger was so great that black clouds formed wherever he went. Flowers wilted, plants turned dark and turned their leaves away. Animals ran away in all directions. Flocks of birds changed their path to avoid this. made his way to Mount Kailash, and there he saw on a bright sunny day Lord Shiva himself meditating in a field. And he yelled, "Oh, Lord Shiva, where is your son? For I have come to engage him in mortal combat." Shiva said nothing and continued to meditate. Ganesh was off on the side of the pasture, smelling flowers. He raised it and he said, "We don't need to fight. That's a waste of a beautiful day. Calm yourself. Enjoy this lovely weather." And Gajamakasura said, "Shiva, your son is a coward, and I will tell everybody if you do not force him to engage me in battle." And Shiva opened one eye, looked toward Ganesh, and he said, "Son, will you shut this braggart up? He's annoying me." And Ganesh said, "Well, I hate to ruin such a lovely day, but because you've asked, bring it on." And Gajamakasura began charging. Thud, 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 thud. His footsteps shaking the earth. And as he approached Ganesh, Ganesh simply stood there and smiled and looked. Gajamakasura got close, and Ganesh was out of his path. And he tumbled into the tree, and Gajamakasura tumbled into the trees. He brought himself back to his feet, looked around there. There was Ganesh, not far from where he'd last seen him. So he ducked his head and began to charge that way. And once again, just before he got there, Ganesh was gone. On the third charge, Ganesh did not move. Well, not for a little bit. For he simply put his hand out, guided Gajamakasura's head down into the dirt with a loud thump that shook the earth again. And placing one foot upon him, said, "Can we stop this now?" Gajamakasura looked up at him. He knew he had lost this contest. He knew he was in trouble. And he said, "Ganesh, great Lord, I have never seen anybody move so fast. I have never seen such speed, such deftness." And Ganesh smiled. And he said, "You are now somewhat well spoken. I am inclined to allow you to continue to exist, but there's too much chance of confusion between the two of us amongst those who do not know better. So a transformation, another transformation is in order. What shall we do? What shall we do? You like my quickness?" "Yes, my lord," said Gajamakasura, "and I will serve you in whatever way I can." "That suits me," said Ganesh. And he placed his hand once again down upon Gajamakasura, and another transformation took place as Gajamakasura began to shrink and shrink and shrink until he was a small mouse with bright pink eyes and little pink nose and twitchy ears. Ganesh said, "You are now Mushika, my steed, to take me into the small, tight places with quickness and deftness, and you shall serve me forever." And the little mouse shivered in delight and has served him since. You will see him in most depictions of Ganesh. Catch one wrong voice.